some names never disappear. They wait for the perfect moment to return. And in 2026, Buick brings back one of its most iconic badges, the Skylark. But this isn't just nostalgia. This is a modern American grand touring coupe that blends heritage design with contemporary craftsmanship and serious performance. Let's take a closer look. Right away, the 2026 Skylark makes a statement. The wide front grille is unmistakably Buick, finished in polished chrome and proudly centered by the classic tri-shield emblem. It feels bold without being excessive, elegant but commanding. Across the hood, the Buick lettering instantly reconnects this car to its legacy. It's a subtle reminder that this name carries decades of history. The slim LED headlights modernize the front end, but their rectangular inspiration clearly nods to the late 1960s Skylark models. Below them, amber marker lights add contrast and presence, especially at dusk. Then there's the hood. Dual sculpted vents give the Skylark a muscular, performance-focused identity. Combined with the deep metallic red finish, the reflections across the body make it look planted, wide, and confident. This isn't retro for the sake of retro. It's heritage refined for today. From the side, the proportions tell the story instantly. Long hood, low roofline, short rear deck. That's the formula that made classic American coupes so desirable, and Buick absolutely nailed it here. The flowing shoulder line runs cleanly from front to rear, while subtle sculpting in the lower panels adds depth without visual clutter. Chrome window trim enhances the premium feel, and the large multi-spoke wheels fill the arches perfectly. They're modern in size but classic in spirit. And then, just behind the front wheel, sits the Skylark badge. Small, tasteful, intentional. For enthusiasts, that badge says everything. The overall silhouette is confident without being exaggerated. It doesn't scream for attention, it earns it. At the rear, Buick keeps things sharp and sophisticated. A full-width LED light bar modernizes the traditional horizontal tail lamp layout that defined earlier Skylarks. At night, it gives the car a dramatic presence. Centered Skylark lettering reinforces identity, while the chrome rear bumper keeps that authentic American grand touring feel alive. Below that, quad exhaust outlets hint at serious performance. They're not oversized or flashy, just purposeful. A subtle trunk lip spoiler completes the rear design, clean, sporty, balanced. From this angle, the 2026 Skylark feels like what it was always meant to be, a powerful yet refined grand tourer. Step inside, and the Skylark delivers one of its strongest impressions. The dashboard is wrapped in rich wood trim that stretches across the cabin, instantly creating warmth and character. Paired with cream quilted leather seats, the interior feels inviting, upscale, and carefully crafted. This isn't cold minimalism, it's intentional luxury. The steering wheel blends wood, leather, and polished metal accents, a direct homage to classic Buick elegance. It feels substantial in your hands. Behind it, analog-style gauges remain front and center. Large, readable dials maintain that old-school driver focus. But Buick didn't ignore modern expectations. Subtle digital displays are integrated within the gauge cluster. A clean infotainment system sits seamlessly within the dash, present but not overpowering. Technology is here. It's just been thoughtfully restrained. The result? A cabin that feels vintage in emotion, but completely modern in execution. While final specifications are expected closer to launch, projections suggest the 2026 Skylark will offer two powertrain options. Base model, a 3.6-liter V6 producing approximately 310 to 330 horsepower, paired with an 8-speed automatic transmission. Rear-wheel drive. This version is aimed at drivers who want refined performance with everyday usability. Smooth power delivery, balanced handling, effortless cruising. But then there's the one enthusiasts are waiting for. Skylark GS Performance Variant, a 5.3-liter V8 producing over 450 horsepower. performance-tuned suspension, limited slip differential, rear-wheel drive. This version transforms the Skylark into a legitimate American muscle-inspired grand touring coupe. Early projections suggest 0 to 60 miles per hour could land in the low 5-second range, potentially even quicker depending on final tuning. The key difference between pure muscle and grand touring is refinement, and the Skylark appears positioned right in the middle. Expect a chassis tuned for stability at highway speeds, comfortable long-distance cruising, and composed cornering rather than aggressive track performance. This is a car you drive across states, a car you take on weekend road trips, a car that sounds confident, not chaotic. It's about presence and experience, not just numbers. Pricing and release expectations. Expected pricing positions the Skylark competitively within the modern American coupe segment. V6 model, starting around $42,000. V8 GS variant, estimated between $55,000 and $60,000. Buick is likely to officially debut the Skylark in late 2025, with deliveries beginning in early to mid-2026. If production remains true to this design direction, demand could be strong, especially among enthusiasts who've been waiting for Buick to re-enter the coupe conversation in a meaningful way. Elegant power, comfortable performance, timeless design. It respects its past without being trapped by it. So here's the question: would you take the refined V6 Grand Tourer or go straight for the V8 GS performance model? Is the Skylark exactly what Buick needed? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this in-depth look at the 2026 Buick Skylark, make sure to like the video, subscribe for more automotive reviews, and turn on notifications so you don't miss what's next. Because if this is the direction Buick is heading, the American coupe might truly be back. See you in the next one.